Welcome to one of the most subtle and intellectually intense debate in Indian philosophy. The clash between two great minds, Kumarila Bhaṭṭa and Prabhākara Miśra. Two thinkers, one tradition, Purva Mimamsa. Yet their differences shape how we understand knowledge, language, error, and even reality itself. Mīmāṃsā is not concerned with God, creation, or metaphysical speculation. Its focus is something far more practical and powerful, that is dharma. How do we know what is right? The answer, the Vedas, eternal, authorless, and self-sufficient. But here arises a deeper question. How do we know that we truly know? This is where our two philosophers enter. For Kumarila Bhaṭṭa, knowledge is not self-evident. It needs confirmation. Just because you see something does not mean it is true. Validation must come from outside. This is called parataḥ-prāmāṇya. But Prabhākara Miśra disagree completely. For him, knowledge shines by its own light. The very act of knowing is proof of its validity. This is svataḥ-prāmāṇya, self-validity. No second opinion needed, no external check. Knowledge is innocent until proven wrong. Now comes a beautiful idea, almost poetic. According to Prabhakara, every act of knowing reveals three things at once: the knower, the known, and the knowledge itself. This is called Triputi Samvit, threefold answer. When you see a follower, you do not just see the follower. You also experience yourself as the seer and the act of seeing. Everything appears together, inseparable. Kumārila, however, is more cautious. He does not fully accept his immediate unity. From him, the self is not always directly revealed. It may need inference. Kumarila introduced a fascinating concept, Jnatata, or known-ness. When an object is known, it acquires a special status. It becomes known. This knownness is something extra, a mark of cognition. But Prabhakara rejects this idea. Why add something unnecessary? If cognition already reveals the object, why invent another layer? For him, knowledge is simple, direct, and complete. Let's imagine you walk into a room and say, "There is no chair here." But how do you know absence? Kumārila says this requires a special means of knowledge, Anupalabdhi, or non-perception. Absence is real. It must be known through its own channel. And he even classifies absence into types: before, after, mutual, and absolute. But Prabhakara takes a radically simpler route. He says, you do not need a new tools to know absence. You simply do not perceive the object, and that is enough. No separate category, no separate pramanya. Absence is not something out here. It is just non-apprehension. Now we enter the world of language, where the debate becomes even sharper. Kumārila process Abhihitānvayavāda. What first gives their individual meaning, then the mind connects them into a sentence, step by step, word by word. But Prabhākara flipped this entirely. His theory is on Anvitabhidhānavada, says words do not come isolated. They always carry connected meaning. Meaning is born in relationship, not in isolation. You do not first understand cow, then bring. You understand bring the cow as a unified intention. It is faster, most organic, more contextual. Now comes a classical example in Indian philosophy. You see a shell, but mistake it for silver. What happened? Kumarila says, this is Viparīta-khyāti, misapprehension. You actually perceive silver where there is none. A real cognitive error. But Prabhākara offers a subtle explanation. Akhyāti. There is no false perception. Instead, there is failure to distinguish. You perceive the shell and remember silver. But you do not separate the two. Error is not seeing wrong. It is not separating correctly. Perhaps the most surprising feature of Mīmāṃsā, it does not depend on God. The Vedas do not need an author. Dharma does not need a creator. Both Kumarila and Prabhākara reject the necessity of a supreme God. For them, the authority of the Veda is enough. Kumarila sometimes leaves a small space for God, but Prabhākara stands firm. No God is required. This is not denial. It is philosophical independence. Two thinkers, two visions of knowledge. One sees knowledge as something to be tested. The other sees it as self-revealing. One builds complexity, categories, pramanyas, distinction. The other seeks simplicity, directness, immediacy, unity. And between them, they shape one of the most refined epistemologies in world philosophy. If you are still watching, I hope you are finding this content useful. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel and share your thought in the comment. Your support motivates me to create even more content